Greetings, Witchers. Vesemir here. Today we're diving into the In the Eternal Fire's shadow quest in the Witcher Wild Hunt. The quest begins near the Devil's Pit fast travel point. The Eternal Fire's Deacon asks us to investigate a mine where people died of the Red Miasma. Rumors speak of a malevolent spirit lurking inside. Deserters slaughtered the infected, and the Deacon fears the disease may spread if they break in.
You wait! Step back! I'm no warrior! Help! Anyone help!
Easy now. Not in the habit of murdering priests in need.
No priest! I'm a deacon! Just 2 months out of seminary. On my first mission. It wouldn't be right to kill a deacon on his first mission. Oh my, your eyes. Yellow in those pupils. I've read about this. You're a witcher.
Well, clearly no feral cat or grass snake, so...
In point of fact, a grass snake's pupils are circular, not slitted. But never mind that. Please help me. If they breach the gate, a pestilence will be upon us.
All right, but got a question first, priest. How's a witcher fight a plague?
I misspoke. Not the plague, its source. The Devil's Pit, this mine, has long been used as a place to sequester the hopelessly sick. An isolated haven for the afflicted.
A den to die in. Believe those are the words you're looking for.
I'm not proud to admit it, but how else is the Scarlet Fog to be withstood? An incurable pestilence that spreads with the fury of wildfire?
Sorry, no comparison. Not about to sympathize. Getting tossed in a hole, left to slowly rot and suffer? Now there's a fate I can pity.
You would leave the plague-stricken to infect their kin, neighbors? They die all the same and take others with them. The Church seeks to protect the unafflicted.
What's done is done. Now where do I fit in?
Deep within the mine lies a salt cavern haunted. Someone, that is something, lurks there, so ancient records show. A spirit that breeds pestilence and whispers in the dark. Alas, a band of deserters has seized the pit. They butchered the afflicted. I was sent to urge their departure. Should they force open the mine's gate, descend into its depths?
We'll have more than just Catriona to stop. Let me guess. Your warning. Deserters didn't take it to heart?
If only. They slew my retinue. I alone escaped. Please, you must help. I've coin to offer. They must be dealt with, the bandits, and this vile spirit.
So be it. I'll help. And you wait for me here, coin in hand.
Of course. Under the circumstances, I can't imagine how it might be better spent. Ah, the key. It unlocks the gate to the mine. Eternal Fire guides you, Witcher.
Yeah, knock yourself out, Eternal Fire. Farewell.
We descend into the mine, taking out the deserters.
Get him! Come on! Now rip off your melon and shit out your neck! You're dead!
Jump with that.
Fuck it, bastard!
So, we're in the mine. Let's head straight. First, I'll show the locations of all the letters, as it's crucial for achieving 100% completion of the quest. Near the stairs, we find Reinald's note, warning of creatures resembling plague maidens or ghouls with twisted, diseased entrails. His salt experiments confirmed Master Alger's theory. A circle of pure salt traps these abominations. At the gates, we find Reinald's first letter. He admits this is no ordinary contract. Fever and memory lapses plague him. He mentions Petrie's filter, replacing celandine with beggar tick blossoms, and leaves instructions in case things spiral out of control.
Potion recipe, brewed with celandine. Should look for the places mentioned.
Please, help me!
Sounds sincere enough. Can't be too sure, though. Could be a trap.
We proceed down the passage. The mine feels vast and eerie, with darkness pressing in from all sides. We carefully descend the creaky wooden stairs. Ignoring the right turn at the fork and continuing deeper into the mine. We come across Reinald's third letter. He's exhausted. The priests refuse to let him inside. He's starting to forget even the names of his friends. Fear and darkness are consuming him.
Interesting.
After discovering the third letter, we jump down and continue straight ahead. Interesting fact, they say the Red Miasma was born not from plague, but from pain. Long ago, when the mines still echoed with the clang of pickaxes, hundreds toiled beneath the earth, men, women, even children. The priests of the eternal fire promised protection, but when the sickness came, they sealed the gates shut, trapping the sick and the healthy alike. Cries for mercy filled the tunnels as the air grew heavy with the stench of death. In a room resembling an office, we find the testament of a forgotten priest. He once longed for martyrdom, but now regrets it. The priest sealed the mine, leaving the sick to rot. He stayed to help, but is now dying. His final words beg for the truth to be known. After we crossed a broken bridge, we should turn left. Near a shattered door lies Reinald's fourth letter. Something has taken hold of him. It barely allows him to write. His message is short, but haunting without his friend's help. He will die here alone. Next, we head left and spot a drop, more like a pit.
Something's not right. Medallion seething. That stench. Damn it. What are you, filth? I like that silver. Leave him. You're wasting time. You're here to fight me. Wolf School and City End. Old. Very old.
Nearby, we find the second letter. Reinald realizes the priests locked him away when they noticed something was wrong. He knows now he's possessed. Signs and elixirs no longer work. He urges his friend to brew a potion and stay away until he drinks it. The Red Miasma is more than a disease.
Dwarven spirit. Celandine. Contents of chest. Must mean this chest. Got some celandine on me. Good thing. Other ingredients seem in decent condition. Reinald's own recipe, looks like. Worth a try.
We read about Red Miasmal in the bestiary and craft Reinald's filter. As we learned from the bestiary, Red Miasma is a spirit born from unseen and inhuman suffering. This spirit is not a disease in the traditional sense, but rather a supernatural entity that feeds on pain and torment. It appears where people have suffered from torture, death, or violence. The Red Miasma infiltrates the bodies of its victims, desecrating them and driving them to degradation while consuming their minds. Those who fall victim to the Red Miasma lose their identity and begin to behave like zombies, aimlessly wandering and leaving only destruction in their wake. Essentially, the Red Miasma is the embodiment of pain and death, a spirit that rots and destroys everything in its path. This spirit is especially powerful in places where suffering was particularly intense, such as mines where victims of disease or violence languished to death. We found the final letter. Reinald's voice is gone from screaming. The priests never opened the door. You can explore the mine in more detail, find the Wolf School signs, use Kira's lamp to witness events that occurred here, and even peek behind the walled-up wall. It's interesting, but doesn't affect the storyline.
Got a bad feeling about this. Who are you?
Well, we've made it to the depths of the mine where Reinald is supposed to be. We use Ard to break the barrier.
Destroy them. Finally, you're here. After all these years. The spirit, the miasma, it's still here. It almost has control. Hurry!
Reinald?
Yes, but my strength fading. The spirit taking control. I trapped us in here. The salt, wondrous. Understand? It can't escape.
Led it into an apotropaic chamber organically carved into salt. Perfect for a specter. Clever.
But I feel it in me still. So long now. Help me, brother. Give me the potion. To expel it at last.
If refused to give the potion, you will drink it yourself.
Been down here a while. Have any idea how long?
Years. Decades. Time stands still here. Nothing ever changes, brother. Nothing.
Longer than that, Reinald. Lots. Gotta understand, you should be dead by now, right? Only thing keeping your body alive is the miasma?
All the more reason to end this. You can do that. The potion. Please.
Not half bad, your ruse. But don't take me for a fool.
But don't you understand? It will take control of me. It will kill you and all those you... No! Destroy it! Drink the potion! Finish what I started!
Oh, I will, Reinald. Just hold on a little longer.
If you offer the potion, Red Miasma knocks it away,
Found your letters.
revealing itself.
Lambert. Was sorry to read he betrayed you. Can't help thinking the miasma would have bowed before the strength of two Witchers.
I was a fool, but what's past is past. Lambert, the snake, never deserved my trust.
I'll be sure to pass the message along when I see him. Though your friend, I believe Osmond was his name.
You dare mock me?
No. Just got the sneaking suspicion I'm not talking to Reinald right now. Take it then. Just know, I'll be ready at the first sign of trouble.
No! You can't! Entire time, it wasn't me!
Without all the letters, the dialogue changes, and he laughs at us. Whichever option is chosen, a fight is inevitable.
At last. You have my thanks, Witcher.
You're not Reinald.
My observant, albeit a tad slow. I have no control. Hurry! You have to cut it down.
Let you leave this mine.
Oh, but I will. You are the weaker Witcher. I'll kill you, then spread through your viscera in vain.
Now to deal with the miasma. What now, you piece of filth? Reinald died centuries ago. Body didn't decompose, though. Likely slowed by the miasma. Strange. Never seen armor like this before. And the medallion. A wolf's head, but flat.
Osmond finally sent someone. Seems the gods remember this damned veil after all. And you have my thanks. Can't believe it's gone. There were moments when I didn't know if I was me or the miasma. Maybe I was both. Maybe neither.
No need for thanks. Should mention, though, wasn't Osmond who sent me. Priest of the Eternal Fire did. Miasmal tried to impersonate a witch earlier. You the real Reinald? How can I be sure?
Ask me something only a wolf could know. Come on, let's get this over with.
Sure you're from the School of the Wolf? Your armor. Can't say there's no resemblance, but the color? Studs, vertical stripes?
Back at Kaer they'd always toss gear my way. Whatever you touch turns to gold, they'd say. This particular suit, I refined on the path. Supposed to be a prototype for the whole school. Till my time ran out.
On your own? No workshop? Missed your calling, sounds like. Could have made a name for yourself as a fine armorer, or at least a tailor.
Osmond had ideas of his own, for improvements. Scribbled them down. We were gonna discuss them when we met at Kaer.
I'd like to believe you, really. Got any proof?
Search my corpse. Left-hand pocket of the tunic. Diagrams are there. And yours to keep.
You're free of the Spectre, but you seem agitated. Need to make sure you'll find lasting peace.
Mean to prevent me from becoming what we hunt. Well, still got a matter I need to settle. Be a brother. Help me. Then I'll find peace.
Could also cremate your body, on a pyre, as the Guild ordains.
You'd see me leave this world burdened with pain and regret. This is the fate you wish for me, Wolf Brother. A priest sent you, or so you said. Bring him here. I'd like a word. For my peace of mind.
So be it. But a few words, nothing more.
Your tone. Understandable, but unwarranted. No bad intentions on my part. And even if there were, you'd be here to protect him, right?
Fine. I'll get you the priest.
I fail to fathom. How could they let this happen? The bodies, the blood, so much blood. I had no idea. Reinald. I know of the horror you suffered. I thought perhaps I could help. But how does one make amends for such a tragedy? A humble deacon like me.
Deacon, hierarch, you're all the same. Eternal Fire accepts two types into their fold. Criminals and hypocrites.
If you choose answers boy's innocent, what would you do, Reinald? And don't need a church to do good. Reinald leaves peacefully, and the deacon dedicates himself to helping the sick.
Look at him. He's a child. What crimes has he committed? Forgot the verse of a hymn? Snuck a sweet roll while fasting? Believing the word of hypocrites, his sole transgression.
As the prior says, he says, "Oh, confound it. I've hung on their every word my whole life, but now, knowing of this travesty. The church must protect the weak, foster hope. Yet what I've witnessed here is, what shall I do? Where shall I go?"
What shall I do? Where shall I go? This about you? Are you the victim?
You're a hero. Prevented a catastrophe. Time to come to terms with your fate. What do you want? What do you need to do that?
Ha! A hero. Used to care about the greater good. Young. Ambitious. The will to fight burned strong in me. Now I'm just tired. Don't have the strength, no desire to philosophize. And I won't rejoice about the world's salvation. Time took that from me.
You may lack the will to fight, but I know one who doesn't. Don't need a church at your back to do good. Can do that on your own.
Aye, true. So right, witches. I shan't be returning to Novigrad. I'll stay here, transform this place, create a haven for the afflicted, true to its name. I enrolled at the seminary to serve folk, not the church.
What am I doing? Resisted a Red Miasma for centuries, damn it. Now I can't find the strength to forgive this boy. As if hatred kept me sane all these years.
Maybe it did, but that was then. What matters is your choice now.
Your sacrifice was not in vain, sir. The church is my home no more. This tomb I will transform into a sanctuary for the living, dedicated in your name, good Witcher.
Made a difference here, Reinald. For him and many more.
I'm sure another name would suit it better. I'm no saint, no miracle worker. Just a Witcher. And I'd rather it stayed that way.
We're done here. Time we were on our way.
By the eternal fire! I must think! No! I know what I must do. Yet, to cast aside these 20 years, what I learned of the world. Here, your reward, Witcher. Give my thanks for your help.
Might not need to cast it all aside. Not entirely. There was wisdom in some of what you recited.
Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've yet to find the eternal fire's true light. Perhaps I must seek it elsewhere.
Farewell, former Deacon. And good luck with your search.
Other choices: Reinald kills the Deacon and leaves as a vengeful spirit.
Reinald's got it right. Devil's Pit is the work of your church. Eternal fire gave rise to suffering so great, a miasmal, a plague specter, was born from it.
Hear that, cleric? Fault is yours. Yours and anyone's who worships that damn flame.
But Witcher! I thought you'd help me! As the prior says, he says, oh, confound it. I've hung on their every word my whole life, but now, knowing of this travesty. The church must protect the weak, foster hope. Yet what I've witnessed here is, what shall I do? Where shall I go?
What shall I do? Where shall I go? This about you? Are you the victim?
Don't need a church at your back to do good. Can do that on your own.
Aye, true. So right, witches. I shan't be returning to Novigrad. I'll stay here, transform this place, create a haven for the afflicted, true to its name. I enrolled at the seminary to serve folk, not the church.
Lies. Selfish lies to save your skin. Folk don't change. Not ever.
Reinald, calm down. Shit. So much for catharsis. Fucking finding inner peace. Damn it. Should have seen that coming.
So you said. Bring him here. I'd like a word. For my peace of mind.
If you don't bring the Deacon, Reinald leaves angry and the Deacon never learns the truth.
Why? Aim to have a theological debate? What'll a few words change? Let it go, Reinald.
No. Aim to look him in the eyes. Ask him how his religion looks upon those who condemn a man to death and damnation.
This kid, he's got no ties to the clerics who sealed you in here centuries ago.
Can you offer me them in his stead? No. Thought not.
No, sorry. Can't risk the boy's life. You've been here too long. Alone with the miasmal and your own thoughts.
I sacrificed all to save others. Believe I'd abandon my convictions to come down hard on one fucking cleric?
And you believe after centuries of torment that a few words with one fucking cleric will bring you peace?
Burn it, then. My body. Be quick about it. And spare me your precious pyre.
Sorry it has to end this way.
Just be done with it.
Matter settled. Mine's safe.
Eternal fire be praised. It's a relief to hear it, Witcher. Might I know what you found?
Scratch marks on rock walls. The bodies of folk who died in agony. A red miasma born of their collective suffering. Priests, your brethren, trapped the afflicted in the mine, condemned them to a cruel death.
No. Why, no. You must have misunderstood. My brothers would never abandon their teachings. They came here to help, most certainly.
They did. Then they didn't. Hired a witcher once, in fact. Then sealed the mine again with him and the rest inside.
Well, you've my gratitude, of course. Though I fear the dark magic in the caverns twisted your judgment. The eternal fire illumines our path.
Hate to state the obvious, but it's a fire's nature to destroy. Light's just a side effect.
The bodies you found, there's another explanation. The church will get to the bottom of it, I'm sure. Here, your reward. You've my thanks.
Godspeed, priest.